What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more mags. And indeed, I know I wasn't able to get in the normal For Homeland Friday like I would like to, but ultimately I couldn't do any reactions yesterday. To be fair, as I shoot this, it is still Friday where I live. Nevertheless, we're returning to his Past Perfect Future Tense album, 2004, and the next track is in sort of text message form, To See You Shine. I don't know, it feels like, despite him trying to suggest that he may not be the best friend in a recent song on this album, this feels more in his emotional wheelhouse, the idea of being supportive, of, looking at an optimistic perspective or trying to see hope even if situations aren't in the best way currently. So To See You Shine feels not only supportive, but that someone is desiring for another person to do very well. So supporting them, but also hoping that they succeed above and beyond any material support they might give. And I don't know, To See You Shine, it feels a little forward looking. I suppose it could be present, like it's so wonderful to see you shine. But it does seem, at least as it hits me when I read it on the page, it feels a bit more optimistic but forward looking. So maybe, this is still a work in progress. This is still something that's ongoing. But let's find out. This is Magne F from his Past Perfect Future Tense album, and it's called To See You Shine. And it's written as 2, the number, C-U, capital letters, and then shine. Another very emotional tune. I love the chorus in particular on that one. I am curious about the instrumentation. It feels like there was multiple guitars in that part, because there was a longer, longer noted melodic run, and then there was that more rapid fire, but they were simultaneous or concurrent. So it feels like there must have been some layering there. But yeah, like I said, it's interesting. It's an emotional tune, but it feels like, this is largely something in the past, and there's more regret or lament, or at least a suggestion that things didn't play out in an ideal way, than I might have been thinking. So, yeah, all I wanted was to see you shine. And, like, one more time, what could it hurt? Which is, a funny perspective, and, one that I feel like you could come up with some answers for. But yeah, so whether or not this is something that's, it didn't sound like someone had passed away. It just sounded like this was a situation that is no more. They went their separate ways, but maybe he's looking back and saying, maybe it didn't seem this way. Maybe I didn't always say the right thing. But really, all I wanted to do was to see you shine. So yeah, I love the chorus, just very emotional. And it's funny, again, a number of people talked about, and indeed, that quote from Mags, like, did stick in my head, the idea that, well, I sing out of necessity, like, I sing to put, voice to the songs and the emotions that I'm writing about. But it really, I think it fit the atmosphere once again perfectly. It did make me wonder the second time I went through, like, wow, what if like a vintage Morton were to like hit these same kind of notes in this part? I feel like, that could be something magical too. But that's nothing to take away from Mags, because again, I think his voice suits his material perfectly. So, another cool and emotional tune. Getting closer to the end of the album, I think there's at least a couple more tracks. Let me find out, because I do have the whole thing downloaded, which I don't. Okay, so 3 more tracks. You Don't Have to Change, Envelop Me, and Never Sweeter. So, yeah, getting close to the end of this, and then once we're done with that, we'll be on to A Dot of Black in the Blue of Your Bliss, which is quite a phrase, I have to say. I hadn't actually looked at the name of the next album before. That is a very poetic and alliterative phrase. So, yeah, a few more to go for this. As I said, I'll try to keep on that Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, and also sprinkling in Aha at least a couple a week as well. So there's, 4, 5, 6 Aha related reactions per week. But again, it might not always be exactly on the day, because again, like, it came to Thursday night and I just didn't have any time to shoot videos, so it ended up that, there were none Friday morning. In any case, do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.